He was the first German-born pope for over 1,000 years, leading the Catholic Church from 2005 to 2013. As the world's 1.3 billion Catholics bid farewell to the former pontiff, many here in his homeland are reflecting on the life and legacy that he leaves behind. Joseph Ratzinger was born in 1927 in the deeply Catholic southern German region of Bavaria. He said from an early age he wanted to be a priest, and in 1939, aged just 12, he entered a youth seminary. But despite training to join the clergy, he couldn't avoid the call of war. He was drafted as an infantryman in 1943 and sent to fight with Nazi forces in Hungary. It was there, though, that he deserted his post, was captured by American forces and held as a prisoner of war until the conflict ended in 1945. He would immediately return to his Catholic training. He would spend the later decades of his life climbing the ranks of the Catholic Church inside of Germany. In 1977, becoming the Archbishop of Munich and Freising and ordained as a bishop. The Vatican came calling, though, in the 1980s when he moved to the Holy See to lead the influential Congregation for the Doctrine of the Faith. It's one of the Vatican's oldest departments, charged with defending both the faith and doctrine of the Catholic Church. This role saw him work closely with his predecessor, Pope John Paul II, for almost 24 years. It was from here that in 2005, upon the death of John Paul II, that Ratzinger would leave the conclave under a new name, Pope Benedict XVI. Benedict was both quiet and modest, but a strong conservative. His papacy was dominated by his firm criticism of doctors who performed abortions, by his adherence to the celibacy for priests, and the rejection of same-sex marriages. He did work hard to work with other faith groups, using a shared love of music and theology to promote interfaith exchanges with Orthodox, Jewish and Islamic organisations. But it was criticism from victims' groups over a lack of action on child sexual abuse cases within the clergy that would cast a dark shadow over his papacy. He spoke of his shame, but for many of the victims and their families, that did little to heal the wounds of the past. In 2013, Benedict shocked the Church and the world, announcing his retirement. It was the first time a pope had resigned from the role in over 600 years. It paved the way for his successor, Francis of Argentina, to become the new leader of the Church. Benedict would spend his final years still living at the Vatican at a former monastery within the gardens of the Holy See. Pope Francis said that having his predecessor living nearby was like having an older brother living just around the corner, and the pair would often meet up for private masses with one another or to share a meal. Benedict died on New Year's Eve in 2022. He was aged 95. Trent Murray, SABC News, Berlin.